Hi everyone! So today we're gonna be talking about our 5 Taobao kitchen items because we've been here for 9 months, right? So we have been using it for quite a while and we believe it is worth recommending to y'all. So these are the 5 items. Okay, so before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you enjoy this video, by the end of it, you can always click the like button to improve our ratings lah. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so first up is this over boiler lid for pots, right? So it took us a while to get it because I think most of the time we either just use the regular lid, or some Asian hack is that you put a wooden spatula over the pot so that it doesn't like overflow. Okay, but we decided to get this and we realized that it is great. So it looks very simple, but when you first put it on the boiler, right, you can close it first so that not so much air comes out, so that your water boils faster. But once it starts boiling, for example your pasta, or let's say maybe dumplings or whatsoever, then you can leave it open. So the overboiled water, right, will actually collect here. So you can see that some remnants of we never clean properly. But yeah, I think that's one of the downsides lah, is that it's a bit difficult to clean, so at the ridges and all. But other than that, right, I think it has helped us with our cooking when we boil soup and all, so we don't have to worry about it overboiling and all that. So once you're done with it, you just lift it up, let the water drip, and then you're done. Then you can just put it in the sink or wherever. So yes, item number 1, very simple, but it's useful lah if let's say you don't want to use the wooden spatula method. Okay, so the second item that we have, which might not look like much, is this utensil and lid holder, I guess. So when we started cooking, we realized that the issue we had was that our spatulas and whatever our tongs were dripping all over the table. Then we didn't know where to put the lids and all that, because most of our pots are the one where you can yap it on the side. Yeah, so we got this and it has been really useful for us. So when we cook, then we can put it here, and we have our lids, and then when we lift it up, we can put it here. Oh, wrong way, sorry. Ta-da! Yeah, so usually there's a lot of water that collects here, which is great because then it doesn't get all over the stove. But right, if you don't have the lid here, right, you can do it like that also. But we rarely do that lah, we just put it here. Yeah, so I think it's great to prevent drips. And then after you wash it, right, there's this hook. So if you watch our home tour video, you'll see that the hook's on our sink, right? So we'll just hook it there to dry. Ta-da! I think it's quite cheap lah. I mean, it's made of plastic, so Okay, next is one of the bigger ticket items. It is a frying pan, and the great thing about it is that it is usable on an induction cooker. So I think, let's say we were to get a wok, right? Firstly, there isn't a flat base, but this has. If you take a look on the inside, the patterns on the inside are quite unique lah. Apparently it's some new China technology, that kind of thing. It's how when the people fell, the non-stick red dot came out, then everyone's using it. So this is what Taobao is using now. It's been great so far. Actually, it's been quite it's been really non-stick. So even if let's say we were to fry garlic, right, even if it gets stuck, but we can easily just scoop it out so it doesn't get stuck to the pan. As you can see, we have used it quite extensively. The base is a bit chao here also. Yeah, but it heats up really fast actually. And then when we bought this, it came with a spatula. It came with some I think washing sponge. It also came with this, which we realized was quite amazing lid because you can stands on its own. Yeah, but okay, the bad thing is that we still use the previous one because the water will drip and all lah. So yeah, I think this was a bit more expensive. I mean, it is quality Taobao stuff lah, but it's quite worth getting. There are different sizes, there are different there's the wok kind where it's a rounded base, so if you're using a gas stove, you can use it as well. Okay, so we brought up our other pan for reference. So this is the stone kind that we got from Taobao as well, and I think with the usual way of like non-stick pans, right? You have to use like either a wooden or silicone one. You can't use metal. Otherwise it will scratch and the non-stick, so on and so forth. But for this, because the interior is metal and all, so when I saw the reviews of this from like the Taobao group, right, they're saying, oh, you know, metal one, you can use the metal spatula and then you can kang, then when you cook, right, got like more feels, you know. So actually, yeah, that's what sold us. So every time we use the pot, then we always like, oh, can kang one. But we don't we still use like silicone or like wooden spatula. We have not used the metal one because of the sound. But yeah, so far, and okay, so the heating for this is also more even, I feel. For this, right, the stone one, sometimes like when you cook egg, you can clearly see where it is heating up more than the other areas. So yeah, that's the downside of like a stone one, I guess. But this metal one like works fine. Okay, and next up we have these utensil organizers. So I was actually browsing through like quite a few options. You know, there are those where it takes up your whole cabinet, then you can like put different squares and boxes. But it felt like that was a bit constricting because we had larger scoops, we had like scissors to put in. So we only got it for like our more used utensils lah. Okay, so to start off first, we got like these wooden utensils from Taobao. But the problem that we faced with using this organizer was that because of the wooden things that are like much thicker compared to just a full metal, and because of our drawer height, sometimes it gets stuck if we like pile too many utensils in one. So let's say if I were to like that, right, then sometimes the drawer gets stuck and I can't pull it out. Yeah, so that was a bit of an issue. Also, because we subsequently got a dishwasher after buying the utensils, we realized that this wooden material couldn't go into the dishwasher. So it was quite a bit of planning, because then we had to get these new utensils from IKEA, and then when we plan to use the dishwasher, like let's say there's a large gathering, then we'll use the metal one so that it can be used in the dishwasher lah. Yeah. But I think other than that, if you have, let's say maybe non-wooden utensils, or even if you do, the organizer do works really well. It keeps everything neatly. They also have small indicators at the side to say, oh, first row is spoon, second is fork, third is knife. Then you can put like your teaspoons at the end, or your dessert fork. But I think after a while using, you kind of no need to refer to this lah, because you know where is what. Yeah, so so here's our knife, then our fork with our chopsticks, and then our spoon. Yeah, so I think this is a great buy. It really helps to organize, and I feel like it doesn't make it as constrictive as, you know, those whole drawer organizer where you really have to plan like, oh, where to put what, how to maximize the space, which can be a bit tedious. Okay, so in line with our dark theme and whatever not, so I was on the hunt looking for like a dark coloured chopping board set. So we bought this chopping board with the two knives. So the chopping board, as you can see, is very well used. There's an area here for you to like maybe mince your garlic, or if you have wasabi, like the real one. There is this thing that you can flip up so that you can sharpen your knives. It actually works. We have tried it. And it's great because we don't have the, you know, the wood block thing. Yeah, not so advanced. There is also this hole here for you to drain off whatever condensation water, or maybe when you wash your veg and you're chopping it here. Yeah, and the other thing to note is that also because this doesn't absorb water, it's not like those regular wood block, so it's easier to maintain. You don't have to like polish it or season it and so on. Okay, then at the back, so this is used for defrosting our meats and our food. So because of the raised platform, right, it allows air circulation better. I'm assuming that's why it actually defrosts faster. So all the water will actually flow through here and into the sink lah. So we usually put this over the sink. But I guess the cons is that if you are defrosting your food and you need to cut, then you might have an issue because you can't flip it over, which is why we have a smaller chopping board lah. But other than that, it's great. It's been helping us very well. Then these are the two knives in black. I I don't really have much to say about knives. Like they do their job of cutting up stuff lah. When we need to. It's not very heavy. It says that it is stainless steel, no stain. Oh yeah, actually no stain lah. But yeah lah, it works. And then together with this brand, so this brand is the OOU. So we eventually got a knife holder from the store separately. We should have just gotten it as a set, right? But if you see our home tour video, you'll see it out. So it's quite cool. And we just like slot it in. Okay, that's all. Okay, so we hope that you enjoyed this simple video about like some of our essential Taobao items that we have gotten for the kitchen. If you have any to share with us, please feel free to share with us in the comment section. We would love to explore more, even though maybe you shouldn't be buying anymore. But yeah, feel free to share with us, and then we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Okay, so before we begin, if you have been enjoying our channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you don't have a YouTube account, maybe you should create one. Okay, no, maybe not. That's a bit too aggressive.